Ultimately, that's going to be our little film strip. So remember, I made a copy of my smart object, so I'm going to take that smart object and then just make more copies of it. I'm holding down Option or Alt and the Shift key so I can make multiple copies to kind of simulate our little film strip idea. Something like this. And I'm not going to worry too much for now whether they're all evenly lined up. I certainly could do that if I wanted to with distributing them, but for now I'm just going to take this and kind of transform it a little bit, which probably means I need to also transform this now to make it a little longer. Oh, hello. We're also discussing backstage what fun it is to use someone else's laptop with settings that aren't the way you are used to, but that's a whole other story. So now I've created this little look, and of course, now this wasn't CS2, but one of the things that Smart Objects developed into was smart filters. So I could do, for example, on my original background smart object, the largest one, do this kind of neat idea where I'm going to do a nice little blur, very subtle effect, but by pulling the opacity back, I can create a nice little kind of a soft focus effect. That's pretty cool. And so now I'm finished. I've done this, I've shown it to the bride, she loves it, and then it's time for my next wedding, but because I did all of this with smart objects, I can take any one of these smart objects. And by the way, before I do this, I could still go back to Camera Raw and change all of these on the fly, but the really interesting part is because these are all kind of duplicates of the original smart object, I can go to any one of them and choose Replace Contents. And then I just have to pick a different Camera Raw file that's of a similar size. If I wanted to, I could apply settings. In this case, I'm just going to click OK. And in no time at all, it's going to replace everything just like that. So now I can present the same layout to the bride and charge thousands of dollars for all that time it took me to create this. So one of the great benefits of smart objects is that editability, but also the fact that, as I said, built in to working with smart objects is also creating templates. So there you have a little look at smart objects in CS2.